Hi guys, Model Muppet here. How you doing? Playing some GTA Online Deathmatch. That's not me driving. And this is our first deathmatch. I thought that dude was dead. Anyway, driver gets killed. So I leap out. I'm going to take care of these motherfuckers. No, I'm not. They get me. Anywho, that's not what I'm here to talk about today. It's just a bit of gameplay for you to watch. I think, after a bit of thought, which hurt my little brain, that I've kind of stumbled across the real reason, the single probable biggest reason that GTA Online has such an epic fail at the start of it. And I think it's simply this, the fact that they waited the 2 weeks for the GTA Online to come out. Now, bear with me a minute, because some of you will already be thinking, no, those 2 weeks gave them extra time to work on it. Now, we have to make an assumption here that when Rockstar said, you know, before the game's release, that online was ready to go, we have to take them at that word. That, you know, as far as they were concerned, it was ready to go. And what's happened is, when the game's been released, everyone's bombed through the main storyline, etc., and done pretty much most of what they wanted to do in the main story. So when the online was released, everyone was playing it that day. And when it didn't work, everyone's annoyed because they haven't got the single player to go back to, because they've already seen that, they've already done that. Now, if they'd released the online on the same day that they released, you know, the single player game, two things would have happened. One is, people like me who preferred the multiplayer to the single player experience would have jumped into the multiplayer. But a lot of people would have jumped in to the single player. Well, we can only guess, but I think there would have been more people going into the single player than would have gone into the multiplayer. Now, obviously, I could be wrong on that, but I think certainly a significant amount, if not the majority of people, would have done the single player first, and there would have been far less stress on the servers. Now, let's just say that they did that and the problems were still the same. Well, everybody would have been pretty much okay about it, because they would have thought, well, okay, never mind, I haven't seen a single player yet, so let's go into the single player. Can you see where I'm coming from? So even the people like me who preferred the multiplayer and would have wanted to do the multiplayer first, if it didn't work straight away, we would have just thought, oh well, no big deal, let's see what the awesome single player is like. And they would have had, you know, at least a week to sort the problems out while everyone was playing the single player. So I think that single decision was the most dominant factor in why the online was such a disappointment. Because if the online had been available at the start, there would have been far less people playing it, less server demand, and if it hadn't have worked, they would have had time to sort it out while everyone was happy playing a single player. There you go. I think it's quite simple, quite straightforward. Now, at the end of the day, all we can say is lesson learned, I guess. Obviously, the chances of anyone from Rockstar watching my little piddly channel is pretty small. But, you know, I think that the lesson is there, that it's actually better to release the online section of the game at the same time. What do you think, guys? As always, I'm interested in your opinions. See, when it works, it's good fun. You know, it really is good fun. I was thoroughly enjoying this match. But here we see a problem. Right? I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here? What is going on? Die, will you? Damn you, sir. Die. Now, there is a reason for this, but I'll come into that just in a second. I'm just going to have a slurp of my coffee. You know how I like to have my coffee while I'm doing my commentaries, and a little smoke. Got the sniffles again this morning. Anyway, you're not here to hear about my sniffles. I always get them in the mornings. Don't know why that is. Probably some scientological reason. So, yeah, another guy here. Oh, I've got you. I can take my time and get a headshot. But he's not dead. I got signed out of PSN. That was the problem. Don't know why. Don't know if that was anything related to the game or not, or just totally unrelated. Anyway, guys, this is Muppet Out. Let me know what you think. Take it easy. Bye.